life's not always easy in the corporate environment. Expectations are high, clients keep calling, deadlines are approaching. You feel like the more you work, the more you fall behind with schedule. Everyone demands something from you, and when you finally feel like getting something done, there's another useless team meeting, and you get a new barrage of tasks to handle. It seems like a vicious cycle, and perhaps it is one. Hiring managers are well aware of the high expectations, of the pressure you will often face in your new fancy corporate job. You will be overwhelmed with work, just like everyone else. But it is your attitude to the scenario, your ability to deal with it, at least somehow, which determines whether you will quit with a burnout after a month, or will keep going. Let's have a look at 3 sample answers to this question, answers that will help you convince them that you will keep going, and will handle the heavy workload. Answer number 1. In my last corporate job, I was just overwhelmed with internal communication. Everyone sent emails to everyone, and it seemed that my name was always attached to the list of recipients, many times for no reason. It was not uncommon that I got 200 emails in a single day. As you can imagine, it's hard to read and prioritize and mark all those messages, let alone replying to them, or get some work done. I felt super overwhelmed and raised the issue with my superiors and team members, urging them to simplify the communication, and to not include me in messages that did not really demand my attention. Some of them obliged and some did not, but I eventually found a way out. I simply ignored many emails, from people who had no business bothering me with their internal problems, since it had nothing to do with my work. This allowed me to stay productive and to not waste all the day just reading and answering emails. Answer number 2. This is my first job application, but I can definitely rely to my experience from school. I've been preparing for the school leaving examination, had a part-time job, and also had to take care of my little sister. At some point I realized it was too much. I had too many balls in the air, and it was a question of time until one of them would fall on the ground, or, worst case, until it would fall on my head and I would collapse on the floor. I decided to quit my part-time job, and also to ask my parents to hire a part-time babysitter, so I could focus on my studies. Things eventually worked out, I graduated, and here I am applying for a job with you. And an interesting answer number 3. I've been extremely overwhelmed in my last job of a quality control manager. They assigned me 3 different clients, and I had to deal with 6 different managers. They did it because the company was understaffed, and they struggled to hire more people for quality control department. To be honest, I found it very hard to meet my deadlines. There were just too many calls and expectations from everyone. I tried my best to structure my work, to limit all distractions, to set my priorities clear. Hour after hour, day after day, I worked like this. I often stayed at work for 11 or 12 hours, just to somehow shrink the number of tasks on my to-do list. But I eventually decided to quit, because the employer wasn't able to get new people to our team, and I could not go on like that forever. I have a life outside of work as well. Tried my best, worked hard, but since things hasn't improved over time, I just quit. So that's it. I hope the answers gave you some inspiration and food for thought. If you are not sure yet how to deal with this question, you can check the link in video description below for 7 sample answers. In any case, thank you for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and good luck in your job interviews. I hope you will eventually get a job in which you won't feel overwhelmed with work all the time.